Hello. Hello, friends. I bet no one knows what this game is. I sure didn't until like a year ago, I think. Around, well, maybe less. But anyway, this is Spirit Island, another board game adapted to Steam and or video game format. I haven't played this in a long time. Do I do? No, I don't do quick play. I think quick play randomizes everything. So I'll probably take it super chill. No adversary. Random board. I have the DLC, so I can play whoever I want. Um, but maybe to keep things simple, we play our boy. I love Fathomless Mud, if only because, well, he's actually one of the first spirits I did ever play, one of them. I think he was the second. He's very simple but very powerful. I won't go into explaining Spirit Island, admittedly, because it is a very complex game. But if I had to boil it down into like a single sentence, it's basically you choose a guardian spirit for your island and defend it against invaders using like power cards that you get, as well as like your innate spirit skills, which are all very unique and game changing usually. So yeah, we'll just get into it. Basically, basically I get to beat up colonizers, which I mean, come on. What better game is there than that? I'm also just gonna have to hope I remember how to play. It's been, I think, a couple months at least. But I'm sure it's like riding a bicycle. Oh yeah, the invaders also always invade like a specific area, so like you could see the color coded. Like now they're invading the wetlands and they're gonna build on it. So it's my job to try to prevent that. I always like to go double start here. Oh, and the more they build, the more it gets worse. They have a town here already, so they'd build a city unless I stop them. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's do here, because my guy's special ability is he kind of prevents them from building structures. Just gonna, I think I usually go this start, so. Okay. Okay, I think I'll do this. Damage one guy here, put a dude here. Might push you here. Let's not gather anyone there and kill that guy. Okay, cool. So what I just did is now I future-proofed my next round basically, because now they're not going to do anything in the jungle for 2 turns. And I only have 1 wetland to worry about, which is peak. That's amazing. That's what we want. I might even go for a power card, or I can accelerate my growth really hard. Maybe accelerate our growth. I probably want to be in this jungle. This jungle is super central. And I could hit every single land with it. So we'll do that. Play these 2 cards. Defend here. And... Right, I'm playing with these. Okay. Oh no, fear cards. I thought this was events. From a land. Array don't like it. Admittedly, do not like this. I'll push you guys here. Usually I end up playing with events off, depending on my mood, if only because it complicates things even more. So I figured, I will play with events later at some point. But for now, we'll keep it real nice and simple. Spirit Island games are super quick. Or, in the game. In the client, I'm gonna preface that. In person, wait, they are not quick. They are the opposite of quick. But that's because, unless you've played a lot, you're gonna be thinking about your move a lot. Ooh, pretty cool. So they didn't explore the. A cool thing about this game is they didn't explore this mountain region right here because there was no available city for them to go from. Like they have to be adjacent to a town or city to even go there, or be adjacent to the shore here. So they'll basically the coastline here will always get at least one guy, but that's okay. Let's get our power card first. Which one do we want? Ooh, Quicken the Earth Struggles. Pretty sweet. I like another defend card on this guy, so we'll grab that. And 1 damage and push. I could do it just to push that guy there. Let's do it here so we could really like we could just get this guy out and bring our Dahan here. So the little mushroom men are Dahan. They kind of help me. They're like the native people here. And they help fight back the invaders as long as I can protect them. You might have seen how I like defended the land with some spells. If you defend it, the Dahan counterattack, so they're very, very useful. And of course, when I have like no cards in my hand, I can also choose to reclaim everything. I can only choose one of these growth options per turn. Some spirits are different. They can choose like multiple different growth options, but my guy can only do one. So I have the choice to either reclaim, or what I'm probably going to do is be a little greedy. I might get a power card here. I think I'll get a power card, because I don't need to defend anything. And not yet. I will next turn. And I don't even have to prevent a build because there's a disease token right there. So what I'll most likely do is put a guy here and get our power card. Ooh. I do like treacherous waterways. One important thing about all these skills that I'm getting is I do have to generally hope that they are aim for like my elements, like my water boy, my water otter, as I like to call him. His elements are moon, water, earth, and grass. And for instance, this treacherous waterways has water and earth. It's a good card for him. Or there's actually these are all good in their own way for him because they all have at least one of my element. But no more than 2, which is a shame. But that's okay. I could even do animated rack root. That could help me if they like put a guy somewhere where I'm already there and I could immediately destroy the explorer. And if they don't, I could just do a wilds token, which will prevent them from exploring. But I think if I had to choose, I'd do treacherous waterways. I'd like to just move them. Non-wetlands. With that said, I don't know if I actually want to play any of them. I could play treacherous, but I don't think it accomplishes anything for me, right? So it might be a pass turn. Because I don't want to waste energy. Or I could do it, because I might reclaim next turn anyway, right? Let's do this. And if I had to choose one, we'll do it here. I think we would like to add that in case they explore the coast. They also have a command beast option if you play without events like me. Where I could use it to kill this guy, but he's not doing anything. He's not harming me right now. So I won't bother. Yeah, okay, they did explore the coast. So now we're in a decent spot. We're in a pretty decent spot. Let's move it here. This game does get very tricky when it's a situation like this, where you could probably see at the bottom here. They're gonna ravage, which means they do damage to the land. They're gonna ravage the mountain area right here. And then right after that, they're gonna build on it because it's part of the coast. So it gets a little tricky, because then next turn, they're gonna ravage here again. So I have to really protect it. Ideally, I would have loved, actually, to have some foresight and put more Dahan there. Because you could do really cool plays where if I had a ton of Dahan here, like these two Dahan in this area, and they ravaged it, if it killed everything, they wouldn't build there. But I didn't think ahead. Which is fine. It happens, right? I'll probably reclaim, actually. Get our 3 points here. Yeah, we'll do that. And we really want to hit our innate power if we can here. Let's do quicken. Do I want to do quicken? Maybe we do this so we could hit our third one. I think that's a much stronger play. I could always use this icon, icon, and it'll tell me this turn if I would blight. So like I defended enough, and I'm good. We're happy and healthy. Wetlands, okay, that's fine. Now, what do we want to do here? I probably want Dahan here if I can. Okay, how much are they doing here? 7 damage next turn. So if I push 2 guys here, they're gonna now do 9 damage to this land. So, also, I guess I said I wasn't gonna explain the game, but here I am, explain the game. So next turn, they're going to ravage here the coast, but it's only one guy who's gonna do 1 damage. That's not enough to blight it. So you can always take 1 damage in Spirit Island. You could always take it. It'll be fine. He'll hurt the Dahan, but the Dahan has 2 health, and then he's gonna counterattack. So basically, this is an ideal situation for my coast. This is like perfect, because this explorer is going to die during the ravage, and then he won't build because he's dead. And I basically pulled everything into this mountain area so I could deal with it all at once. Kind of. I do have to figure out how to deal with this one, which shouldn't be too difficult, because I can do this, which will deal 2 damage here, and I'll push my Dahan there. Wait a minute. I mean, it's not the worst thing, actually, to keep a guy there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. I think I could have played that better with my open shifting waterways, actually. I could always undo. Weisyr, aka me, is blocking the undo button. But I can undo. As long as no new information comes up, I can always undo. And new information just means like where they're revealed to explore, or an event in that case. So I guess what we'll do is we'll be slightly wasteful here. Ooh, actually, let's do this. Let's gather one here and just get this little guy. Oh, and the card that popped up there is the fear cards. We love fear. As we kill more, we inspire more fear in the foreigners, the invaders. And when the fear level gets high, and that's our win con actually. So it says victory condition is no more houses, no more cities. So the more fear we get, the better our win con. If I get to tier level 3, it'll just be no cities and I win. And I think if I go beyond that, we just win. So it's really, really good. We want to do more fear. And we just get fear by like killing them and doing certain actions or playing certain cards. So we are in a pretty awesome position, actually. In fact, I'm probably going to win within the next turn or two. So I guess things did come back to memory, because I really just got to do this, and then I win, I think. Because once I defend this, the Dahan are going to eliminate that city, and then there will be no more towns or cities, and we just win. Yippee! I don't even have to use that power, that's how confident I am. And there are no towns. No towns. And fear cards just help you. You get fear cards by generating fear. They're like good effects for you. So we'll do this and eliminate that city. And one guy for the road. And we win! It probably looks way more simple than it actually is. But it is definitely A lot more complex than that, especially because I played at the easy difficulty. Or, okay, that's not entirely true. It's the base game difficulty, I should say. Easy difficulty is using these, which if you do start out, I probably would recommend using some of these at your own leisure. Because yeah, having no blight card is good. The blight card is basically what happens if your island gets blighted too much. So if those invaders succeeded repeatedly in damaging my island, I would get a blight card, and it would give me a negative effect. Bonus spirit growth is the growing I was doing, where I move my little icons and get like more powerful. I get like a free turn. I get a free turn to just do that. Where they don't. Yeah. Oh, and this one's. Oh, this is the one I was also thinking of. Omit initial exploration is pretty much the same as the spirit growth, I would argue. You could just double down. Because if they don't explore initially, you get to grow for free. So I guess if you do both of these, you just get 2 free growth options. Like I would get this little box if I played this guy for free. Which would make the game very, very easy. Or a lot easier, I should say. But I think it's a good thing to do if you're like really new on a character. I've done it a few times. For like really hard characters, like Starlight seeks its form. Because God knows I had to read that guy. I do actually like him, but he is difficult. Anyway, there's a ton of spirits. I played one of the easy ones, but I still hope you liked it. And yeah, I'll catch you later. I might play more of this too. I like to dip my toes into it every now and then. But yeah, anyway, well, bye. Ba-boop.